Could hidden deficiencies be silently shortening your lifespan? Discover 5 simple yet powerful ways to prevent chronic diseases and boost your health, inspired by expert Gary Brecka. Stay tuned to learn how easy changes can make a life-saving difference. 1. Start your morning with mineral-rich water.
Number 1 is, upon waking, I would drink a mineralized water. I would take 10 ounces of water and I would add either a Celtic sea salt or a Baja gold salt to my water. The reason for that is that most of us are deficient in some or several of the trace minerals in our body, the boring ones: boron, manganese, molybdenum, selenium, and stir it up and just whack it back.
One of the most effective yet overlooked ways to start your day is by drinking mineral-rich water. Most of us begin the day dehydrated, and regular tap water won't give you the full range of minerals your body needs to function properly. Adding a pinch of Celtic sea salt or Baja gold sea salt to your water gives you access to essential trace minerals like boron, manganese, and selenium. These minerals are not only essential for hydration, but also play a significant role in balancing electrolytes and supporting the body's enzymatic functions. But why is this so crucial? When you drink water that lacks these essential minerals, your body has to work harder to maintain balance. You might feel tired, sluggish, or even experience muscle cramps. These small but consistent daily deficiencies add up over time, contributing to chronic health issues. By taking this simple step of adding high-quality sea salt to your morning water, you help replenish your body's store of essential minerals, setting a solid foundation for the day. Also, avoid regular table salt, which is highly processed and stripped of most nutrients. In contrast, sea salts like Baja Gold have all 91 trace minerals that naturally occur in the sea. These minerals aid digestion, promote better nutrient absorption, and even improve energy levels throughout the day. This simple habit can significantly enhance your hydration and overall health. 2. Incorporate omega-3 fatty acids.
And then number 2, I would take a DHEA, EPA fish oil supplement or a fatty acid supplement with DHEA or EPA oil. An MCT oil, I would take a fatty acid oil in the morning.
An omega supplement.
An omega.
Omega-3.
An omega-3 supplement.
Another simple yet impactful step is incorporating omega-3 fatty acids into your diet. These essential fats are crucial for heart health, brain function, and reducing inflammation. Many people don't realize they're deficient in omega-3s, which can lead to a host of health problems like cognitive decline, mood disorders, and increased risk of heart disease. Omega-3 fatty acids are found in fish oil supplements, rich in DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, and EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid. These acids help reduce chronic inflammation, a root cause of many diseases, from arthritis to heart disease. If fish oil isn't your preference, you can opt for plant-based sources like flaxseed oil or algae oil, though they may not provide the same level of DHA and EPA. Research shows that omega-3s are vital for brain health, helping to preserve cognitive function as you age. They also help regulate mood, potentially reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. Studies have also found that omega-3s can support eye health and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. By incorporating these essential fats into your diet, you'll be taking a major step in preventing common chronic diseases. 3. Get sunlight and grounding each morning.
And then I would develop a morning routine that included the basics from Mother Nature: sunlight, grounding, breath work.
One of the most natural and effective ways to boost your health is by spending time in the morning sunlight and grounding yourself by walking barefoot on natural surfaces like grass or sand. Many people avoid sunlight, worrying about skin damage. But the truth is that regular, moderate exposure to sunlight is essential for vitamin D production. Vitamin D supports immune function, bone health, and mood regulation. In fact, Vitamin D deficiency has been linked to a range of chronic diseases, including depression, osteoporosis, and even cancer.
So we get three things from Mother Nature, right? We get magnetism from the earth, we get oxygen from the air, we get light from the sun. The further we get away from those things, the sicker we become.
Really?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
the magnetism piece, it sounds like spiritual cuckoo stuff.
I mean, probably 10,000 years ago, they probably thought the same thing about gravity, but the earth has a low Gauss current, right? I mean, we were meant to spend 85% of our time outside. We spend 97% of our time indoors now.
Grounding, or earthing, is the practice of making direct contact with the Earth's surface. By simply walking barefoot on the grass or sand for a few minutes each day, you allow your body to absorb the Earth's natural electrical charge. This process has been shown to reduce inflammation, improve sleep, and even regulate the body's natural rhythms. Grounding helps neutralize free radicals, which are molecules that can damage cells and lead to chronic disease. By integrating sunlight and grounding into your morning routine, you're helping to balance your body's energy and promote healing from within.
If you want to do a little experiment, find somebody that has a microscope, a basic microscope, and get a slide, and just take a prick your finger and take a drop of your blood and put it on that slide, smear it around, and look at it under the microscope. I think I have a video of this on my Instagram. And what you'll see when you look at your blood in real time is you'll see most of your red blood cells are stuck together and clumped up. Not clotted, but they're attracted to each other. Because when cells have the same charge, they repel.
Additionally, research has demonstrated that grounding can significantly improve blood circulation by altering the electric charge in your red blood cells. When your red blood cells aren't clumped together, they can flow more easily, enhancing oxygen delivery throughout the body. This can result in more energy, clearer thinking, and better overall health. 4. Engage in daily breath work.
But if you don't want to have an EWAT, exercise with oxygen therapy machine, you can learn to do breath work, engage the auxiliary muscles of respiration, get oxygen down into the lobes of your lungs and out of the apex of your lungs. One of the articles that I quoted that turned out not to be a study, and I still can't find the reference for it, was that after age 35, 90% of people will never sprint again.
Breathing might seem like an automatic function, but how you breathe can dramatically impact your health. Many people unknowingly breathe shallowly, especially as they age. Shallow breathing doesn't allow enough oxygen to reach the lower parts of the lungs, which means your body isn't getting the full oxygen intake it needs. Oxygen is essential for every function in your body, from brain activity to muscle recovery, and a lack of oxygen can lead to fatigue, brain fog, and increased stress levels. Daily breath work, such as the Wim Hof method or other controlled breathing techniques, can significantly increase the oxygen levels in your body, helping to improve mental clarity, reduce stress, and boost your energy levels. By focusing on deep, controlled breaths, you can help lower your blood pressure, improve lung capacity, and even enhance your body's ability to heal. Deep breathing exercises, such as 3 rounds of 30 breaths followed by a breath hold, can also help reduce anxiety and improve your sleep quality. The practice of breath work encourages mindfulness, helping you stay present and focused, reducing the mental clutter that contributes to stress and anxiety. By simply taking a few minutes each day to focus on your breath, you're giving your body the oxygen it needs to thrive. 5. Keep small promises to yourself.
I make little promises to myself and I try to keep them. And I find that I lose confidence in myself when I consistently break really small promises to myself. And I think a lot of people do this. And our bodies crave consistency. And so
You lose confidence in yourself.
you say, I'm going to go to bed at, 10:30 tonight, and you go to bed at 1 a.m. I listened to that podcast. I'm going to do what Gary said. I'm going to ground and get some sunlight, and I'm going to do some breath work. And then you actually don't do it. So the little internal promises that you make to yourself.
The final step to improving your health and longevity is to develop a routine and stick to it. One of the most common reasons people fail to achieve their health goals is inconsistency. Making small promises to yourself, whether it's drinking a glass of water in the morning, going for a walk, or doing breath work, and then keeping them can have a huge impact on your mental and physical well-being. When you consistently break promises to yourself, it can erode your self-confidence and make it harder to achieve larger goals. By starting with small, manageable tasks, you build a foundation of trust with yourself, which helps create momentum for bigger lifestyle changes. These small victories create a sense of accomplishment, which motivates you to continue making healthy choices. Additionally, consistency is key when it comes to health. The body thrives on routine, whether it's regular sleep patterns, daily exercise, or consistent hydration. By developing a morning routine that includes the habits we've discussed, drinking mineral-rich water, getting sunlight, grounding, breath work, and small self-promises, you're setting yourself up for long-term success and significantly reducing the risk of chronic illnesses. Thanks for watching. Now that you know these 5 simple steps, it's time to take control of your health. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical health tips. Stay healthy and see you next time.